guys? Mark, aka the Nerdy Punk, back with you again tonight for another new video. Quick video tonight. Well, maybe quick, maybe not so quick. I've got a lot of things on my mind. I just saw Skyscraper. Now, I spent the entire day buying Blu-rays, and I was doing a media hunting video. I didn't like how that came out for a couple of reasons, so I decided to scratch that. And I did film earlier today an unboxing of A Quiet Place on Blu-ray. So, check that out if you'd like. I was not intending on filming a movie review for Skyscraper. A few reasons for that. One, I just wasn't that excited to see the film. Two, I didn't really feel like it was going to, be in contention for my top 10 movies or anything. I just felt like it would be kind of like a throwaway film, fun action flick that I could just, eat some popcorn and forget about my life for a while. Which it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't. While watching this film, I changed my mind, and I'm like, I have to talk about this movie. Not because it's good, because it is really, really bad, in my opinion. But there are some redeeming qualities, so stay with me. If you like Skyscraper, I'm not trying to shit all over you or anything. I completely understand why people would like this film. I liked this film for a little bit. There are so many problems. I mean, plot holes out the wazoo. I mean, practically every single part of this plot could easily be dissected and thrown out in the garbage. The script was just terrible. It was terrible. This film is getting a lot of flack because it is so similar to other movies. It's been called a Die Hard ripoff. It's been called a ripoff of The Towering Inferno, which I think is so close to the same. But I'm not so upset with that. Hollywood doesn't have a lot of new ideas, and this was a good idea for a script. So I don't really mind them ripping off The Towering Inferno. I really don't mind. It's a good idea. I'm not one of those people that thinks every single idea Hollywood has to be original. Hiccup there. I'm not one of those people that's like a sucker for originality. I like originality, but there's also, if there's a good story out there, there's also no harm in telling it again. But man, this script was just terrible. So many jokes, I would say, that fell completely flat. The performances were just, aside from Dwayne Johnson, the performances were cringeworthy at times. I didn't believe anything. There's a character in this film, from the second she came on the screen, I didn't believe a single word she said, because she said it with such lack of enthusiasm, and a lack of, she was just monotone the entire movie. Even her body language was just monotone, and I understand that may be partly the character, but she didn't convince me at all. She looked like she was just reading her line just like this. I am reading my lines. But yeah, it was so boring. And the film was over-reliant on action, which it's an action movie. But, from what I hear, a lot of the action sequences were even ripped off from other films. The Mission Impossible series comes to mind. And it definitely felt like things that have been done before. Real quick, I don't know if any of you guys have played the Uncharted series, but about 90% of the action in this film felt like it could have been on the Uncharted series of video games. It was that type of action, and it got stale after a while. I did like the action, and it was just overly repetitive. Another part of this, and this is why this is a spoiler review. I'm going to title this a spoiler review because I have to get into a spoiler to tell you my number one gripe with the film. Okay, my number one gripe is the ending. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, click off this video now and have a nice day. Alright, I'm getting into it. The ending of this film, when The Rock's wife reboots the system of the building and all of a sudden everything's just magically okay. Oh my god, that pissed me off so much. That was the moment where I'm like, I have to make a review of this movie. Because my god, that is stupid. That is so freaking stupid. It calls back to the very beginning of the film where he's like, if there's something wrong with your phone, all you have to do is turn it off and turn it back on. And then they go to the end of the film, and the magic button to fix everything, this building was on fire. It was like 200 stories of fire. She flicks a freaking button, and everything's just fine. Like, the building the fire goes out almost immediately. Somehow, the helicopter is back. I could have sworn the helicopter crashed in the first half of this film. And all of a sudden, they're back on the helicopter going down to safety. Oh my god, this script pissed me off so much. The ending was so stupid. I had to let that out. Oh my god, man. This film, the script pissed me off. Now, that being said, spoiler over, hopefully. I liked this movie. Somehow, I liked it. I think part of it was Dwayne Johnson. He's an excellent actor, of course. That's not a surprise. There was a little bit of a charm to this movie. Now, that being said, on second viewing, if I even watch this a second time, will it lose its charm to me? Possibly. I think that's an actual reality. I think that will happen. But I came out of this film very conflicted because I was enjoying it. And yeah, the script was lazy. There was tons of plot holes. It didn't really make a whole lot of sense. But there was something fun about this movie. And I think that's what we should take out of it. For me, it's probably the worst movie I've watched this year, which is why I'm giving it a 2 out of 5. That being said, 88%, according to Google, 88% of the people who watched this film liked it. And I understand why. It's an enjoyable movie. It's just, if you sit there and analyze the plot for 2 seconds, it's gonna fall apart so fast. And that's why it's not a very good film, in my opinion. But, you know, it doesn't need to be. Some people just want to go watch a or a film in the summer that doesn't really make them think and just, you know, has a lot of great action, which this one certainly delivered in that department. So, I feel better now. If you enjoyed my little rant/spoiler review on Skyscraper, go ahead and leave me a like. Hit that subscribe button down below to stay tuned for all my future content. And have an amazing night. Bye, guys.